university to this university, you pay 80,000 naira. Then, of course, make sure your subject combination that they are saying is correct, because this could affect you when screening and verifying at the academic planning unit. Once more, we don't collect money for admission in this university. If you give money for admission in this university and it comes to our knowledge, both the giver and the receiver will be punished, in addition to the fact that you lose your money. Admission will be based on merit. Don't give your money to anybody. We have our phone numbers on the website. If anybody is asking for money, you can call and let us know. Thank you very much.
I believe you want to make that applause bigger, so that you don't fall prey to jobbers. Thank you very much, Prof. Wearing two caps for this occasion. That was Professor Wesley Daniel Nafanda, Director Academic Planning. One more time, let's appreciate him. And he's also representing ably the Vice Chancellor. I also want to welcome the Dean, Student Affairs, Dr. Sunday Idoko, to also speak more on this issue. Please put your hands together for him. Dr. Sunday Idoko, please. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, all. Is it afternoon or morning? Good afternoon already. Good afternoon. Principal officers, my greetings to all of you. My dear students, say prospective students, but as a Dean of Student Affairs, I want to say everybody here in this university, by the grace of God, I want to welcome you during your orientation on campus. Come either October or whenever. So parents will also welcome you from your respective destinations. As a Dean of Student Affairs, my primary role is to ensure your welfare is paramount to us. Even though you are not students yet, but we need to tell you some things, because we have parents that have been crying at the end of the day, coming to our offices and then asking that he has been scammed or she has been scammed, and students are crying here and there. And as mentioned, we have over 200 students involved in illegal admission for one reason or the other. And those students, psychologically and emotionally, they've been going through a lot. And we don't want a repeat of that to happen this particular, the next admission. So one thing I will emphasize and re-emphasize is that as you're on campus now, it's possible there are people outside right now. You know, they'll just be calling you, take my number, take my number. I have my cafe so place, I have cafe so place, telling you so many stories. You have to be very, very careful who you relate with. Because there are many people who, even our staff, we don't know them. We cannot identify them, we cannot trace them. But because they'll take advantage of your ignorance and then scam you. The Director of Academic Planning has mentioned that anybody that asks you for money to help you for admission is a scammer. Anybody that opens his mouth and asks you for money for admission is a scammer. And immediately you report that person to the phone numbers that are being displayed on the website. Help is unconditional. So nobody should help you by collecting money in return. Okay? So we don't do that. Number two, the university will never ask you to send money into a regular account. Let's say, there are so many, the university Facebook page can even be cloned. Right now, there are so many things online. Okay? Don't rely on those online stuff. We have our official University of Abuja pages, so make sure you follow the authentic one. Anybody saying send money to FCMB, Zenith Bank, First Bank, Wema Bank, OPay, Money Point, what, they are all just wrong. The university, you make payment to the university through portal. Everything is done through the portal, the university portal. So first, avoid that. Don't be so desperate. Even as a parent, don't be so desperate, and then you come on campus and people taking advantage, pay this one, pay this one. Please do not do that. Number two, and what we're going to do to help parents is that for some of the computer centers on campus, as the dean from the dean's office, Dean Student Affairs office, we're trying to, give them some tally. We want to know who is who, such that when you come on campus and you start seeing somebody not in his shop, just having a laptop somewhere, outside, and asking you to come, just come. These guys will charge you 15 naira. Me, I can charge you 20 naira. Those guys, avoid them. Those are the people that's coming, other people. And we're going to play our role, but we don't want you to fall prey. Okay? Right? Another one is that when finally you even get the admission, they will ask you to pay acceptance fee, and then you now pay your school fees, and then you now start looking for accommodation. Please and please, just like the accommodation, some people will say, I have my computer center here, I have this one, I have slots. It's a big lie. For this next admission, nobody will have any slots. Okay? Accommodation comes strictly from the dean's office, Dean Student Affairs office, and everything will be displayed on the portal. We have so many hostels here on campus, both main campus here and off campus, and everything will be displayed on your portal, and you're going to see it clearly written. So you select the one that you can afford, and the one that is most available. Because when you pay, when you get admission, when you're admitted, you pay acceptance fee quickly, and then you now pay school fees, and then the next step is accommodation. So your school fees payment, your acceptance is a prerequisite to your school fees, and then school fees prerequisite to accommodation. Okay, and you do that quickly. This time around, we want to prioritize 100 the freshers, because you guys are freshers, you guys are new, and then when you come on campus and you don't have places to stay, that's where people take advantage of them, So we want to give some percentage to the freshers. So, but it's going to be first come, first serve, all right? And lastly, sometimes the security officials in our school, not everybody wear uniform. We have the intelligence unit that will not wear uniform. They're on plain clothes going around, and they'll be scouting for people who are trying to deceive you guys, okay? But there will be those who are on uniform. So if you're in doubt, or somebody is threatening, or somebody is trying to cajole you to do something that is not good, please identify any safety person, security official that is in a uniform, and then go and report to the person. And if you can't see anybody, or you're online, and you call a number, and you call a number in school, maybe in our school, make sure, I don't know how you're going to verify that, but make sure you follow our university, the website I'm going to give you, the Facebook page. The authentic numbers are there. And if for any reason, both online and physical, you cannot even have access to those people, just enter the University Senate building, ask for the Dean Student Affairs office. Just walk in. Our office is always open to everybody. Just walk in as a parent, as a student, then tell us your problem, and we're going to solve that problem for you. So I think that's the best I can say for now. Thank you very much.
If you have any problem for any reason, his door is always open. Walk in, ask for Dr. Sunday Idoko, the Dean, Student Affairs. Please, I'm sure you want to appreciate him. Thank you very much, sir. To take us through the backdoor admission, racketeering, and the legal implication, we have the head of legal unit, Dr. Hassan Makolo. Please help me welcome him with a round of applause. Dr. Hassan Makolo, head of legal unit. You're welcome, sir.
With profound respect to members of the responsibility table, we're Ministry of Education, we're not on high table, and they say they are on responsibility table. I say maybe we are on the irresponsibility table. They said no. So these are the responsibility table. The parents and prospective students, you are the guest. You are the people on the high table. Good afternoon. I dressed properly, fit and proper this morning to join the VC in a unionism outing, but a big man drafted me here. And that is why you see that I dress like a proper comrade. So you take me this way. What we have before us here this morning is very simple. Gaining admission through the back door, the racketeering, and if there are legal implications. when we talk about gaining through the back door, gaining through illegal and scandalous means. And these situations sometimes are informed by very desperate parents and desperate students. I remember a parent who came to me that he wanted to help another parent. And I collected the request ignorantly and submitted. And when the man came and was desperate, the main man, and I told him that it is not a business. I'm only trying to assist. If you work, good luck. If it doesn't work, good luck, because you didn't give me any money. The man adjusted himself very well. I knew something was wrong. Because the man that brought the request is not the parent. It's not the father of the candidate. Then when they went out, the father of the candidate just came back. You mean he didn't give you any money? I said, did I request any money from him? He said he collected 200,000 to come and give you. And I said, call him. And when he came, you collected money. He said, yeah, he's in the bank. I said, for who? And I told the man that not until you tell me that he has given you back the money, I'm going to write to withdraw my request. So when parents become so desperate, you get admission through back door. And most of the time, if you get it that way, by the time we get to legal implication, you will know that it is better to go properly through the main door, not the back door, so that if your word is admitted, you can sleep very well. The back door admission is not far from admission racketeering. The two go hand in hand. But because you are desperate, and there are people like the last speaker, they didn't say it. There are people who will be going around and say, don't worry. I know somebody in admin block. I know somebody in Senate building. Bring so much. In the last admission, there were various reports of people who parted with 1 million, no admission. 500, no admission. 200, no admission. And some of these parents find it difficult to feed in the home. Why are you keeping this money to give people who cannot offer you the admission? And the worst of all is that even there are some students who are involved in this. Some parents are involved in this. You are not helping these young ones. Because when we go into the implication, you will know that you are not helping them at all. And sometimes it could happen and you get your way. But they say many days for the thief, only one day for the owner. So I want to implore you that if you come in this time around, if you are lucky, say, God, I thank you. If you are not lucky, there's opportunity again to try another time. And the screening, end of the day, you will not regret. Now let us look at the provisions of the University of Abuja. Section 7(6). It says, subject to right of appeal to the council from a decision of the Senate under this subsection, the Senate may deprive any person of any degree, diploma, or other award of the university, which has been conferred upon him after due inquiry. It is shown that he has been guilty of dishonorable or scandalous conduct in gaining admission into the university. The implication here is that even after you have graduated, if it is identified that in the process of gaining admission, you got it through scandalous means, you'll be sent out. Even after the certificate has been issued to you, the University Senate has the power and capacity to withdraw that certificate. Even in 300 level, while you are in 300 level or 400 level, the university has the right to withdraw your certificate. That is the implication. It is as very serious as that. So you are expected to come in through your rightful O level. You are expected to wait and see if you are admitted through a merit list. You are admitted in a legitimate means. Very well, very well. What is even important, another aspect again, you see, if you get the university admission letter, it states that you are expected to proceed to JAMB portal before you go ahead to pay your school fee and otherwise. You see that some student, I read in one school, a student has graduated. First class, he has graduated. But if you go to JAMB say they don't know him as a candidate, as a student of any university. So as it stands now, it is very, very important that whatever manipulations you may do with your O-level, the school has done it in a way that now you have to upload it in the JAMB portal. Do you understand? So do the right thing, so that after your parents have wasted money for 4 years, JAMB will not tell you we don't know you. The school will not tell you they don't know you. Come in legally. Come in straight. Come in through the main door. And parents, please do not be too desperate. Allow these children to come in properly, so that at the end, you will go and do Thanksgiving. Thank you so much.
Very much, sir. Shakespeare says there's no art to tell the mind's construction on the face. So you better shine your eyes. Zebediah says, to be forewarning is to be forearming. So you've been warned, you've been advised, and I'm sure you take dressing, like we say in the military. Thank you one more time, Dr. Hassan Makolo. Can we appreciate Dr. Hassan Makolo? Now you need to open your mouths. Do we have microphones? It's that time for questions and answer. And I want to invite Dr. Habib Yakub. He will be handling this segment and also the one after it. Can we welcome Dr. Yakub with a round of applause? Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Prof. The Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Patricia Mankola, who is here ably represented by the Director, Academic Planning Unit of this university, Professor Wesley Nafanda, distinguished members of the high table, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Well, I'm here to briefly speak on this topic, the right channel of communication inquiry to the university. As all of you rightly know, communication is key to our existence. And the university is very much aware of this, and that is why it has opened robust and genuine communication channels through which you can always reach us, particularly when you have some important questions to ask. And let me be honest, a number of you, either deliberately or for lack of knowledge, like to use channels which are not genuine, which are not reliable. And that's why sometimes you get into trouble. And so many of you who are desperate to get into the university often get into this trouble because you have failed to avail yourself of the opportunity to use the official authorized, communication channels of the university. But before I proceed, let me quickly ask you, how many of you here know the Facebook page of the university? How many of you are on the Facebook authorized official Facebook channel of the university? Can I see your hands up? Well, how many of you, please, are not on the Facebook page of the university? I'm talking about are not now, not those who are, because I can see only very few of you are. So how many of you are not? Can we see your hands up clearly? Because we're trying to help you. Okay. How many of you are? And how many of you are not? I'm asking who is in the middle, because I see that some of you aren't putting your hands up when we ask the other one, we ask the second one, your hands are still down. It appears you're in the middle, right? Is that what it is? Okay, well, clap yourselves. Clap for yourselves. And how many of you even ask the right question? Particularly some of you who say you are on the Facebook channel of the university. Sometimes our Facebook channel, for instance, Facebook page, for instance, has over 154 followers. And for us, that is normal. So we get to speak with you time without number on a very regular basis. But sadly, some of you come to the Facebook page or the X page of the university, and then you don't even ask the right question. You see some of you even asking, how much does this university cost? Does that make sense to you? Sometimes someone asks, do you offer my course? How do I know your course? And we don't have much time to start asking you what your course is. And sometimes some people even ask, can I just come to the university? What do you mean? So you must learn to ask the right questions. And if you ask the right question, definitely will provide the right answer. But let me quickly take this opportunity to ask, okay, can you see that? Talking about the right channels, we have, can you see the Facebook page of the university there? Can you see the account? That's the X page. I think what you should do is that as you live here, every one of you here should try, whether you're a parent or you're a student, to get hooked to particularly the Facebook, page. Because when you have questions, the time without number we can answer. We also have the phone. We also have the phone number. And all of these channels are managed basically by the Office of the Information and University Relations very regularly. So if you take this, you can ask questions. Because we don't have much time, I want to, round off by stressing the need for you to pick this number. And then we shall also be going to the next phase of this meeting. What it means is that we're almost rounding off. To ask any of you who may want to ask your questions to be straight, forward, which shall take a few questions, probably 2 or 3 as the case may be, I don't know. And then you can ask yourself, please, when you're asking your question, make sure that you are straight and concise. Do not tell us a long story. We have spoken to you at length, so make the best use of this opportunity. So once again, I thank you so much for coming. I will not ask you to clap for me. Clap for yourselves. Yes, question. Question, please. Sorry, please. No, because we don't have time. We don't have time.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think we must commend the school. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Question, you are making a comment. Please, question.
Okay, no commendation. Okay, no problem. Okay, please, I have 2 questions. One, I want to know if the school conducts post-UTME exam. Then I want to also know if there is a program for underage students, candidates. Like there are people that are below 16 years. Does school have any program, like remedial programs for such candidates?
Thank you so much. Any other question?
Good afternoon. I want to ask if the school management will be using the UTME ranking system in the admission process. 1. And my second question is, can the school accept NAPTEP as an O-level to be uploaded on the portal? Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. So my name is Dayola Ogun. I want to thank University of Abuja for this laudable initiative. I think this should be the first time a sensation like this will be held. So I want to thank you for doing this.
Please go straight to your question. Thank you. Thank you, please.
Having said that, please, I want to, not a question per se, but, you know, at the time that our children are feeling jam and all those in the UTME jam combination and O-level subject required, I think I went through the University of Abuja's website and I couldn't find anything like that. So we have to resort to information here and there. I think I want to just plead with University of Abuja if it is possible to, you know, to be done so that all these requirements for each courses the University of Abuja is offering, all the UTME subject combination and O-level subject required will be on their website so that we will know exactly what to do at the point of, you know, doing the application for the admission.
Thank you so much. We'll do that. Just to be quick, we'll do that. We just asked whether you are on the Facebook page of the university, and I don't know whether you said yes. So just avail yourself of all of this. I think you'll get some of this, what you were asking, you get some of this information. Thank you so much. Maybe 2 more questions, please. Yes.
Thank you very much. I would just love to know the cutoff mark, the JAMB cutoff mark for law, University of Abuja. The minimum.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Well, at this point, we want to go online because we have a couple of followers online who are interested in asking, you know, questions. Mr. Sajikan, can you avail them the opportunity to ask questions?
Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Good afternoon. My name is Nkemo Bioha. I want to ask, when will the post-UTME start? When will the post-UTME start? That is, when will University of Abuja open up for people to be able to apply? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please, I have a very worrisome question over here. A few weeks after the post-UTME registration, post-UTME screening scores are always released. So I want to know, I want to get it straight.
Wait, pause. You are making noise because one person talk at a time.
Okay. Can we all hear me loud and clear?
Nah, bro, we can't hear you.
Okay, I'm saying that a few weeks after the post-UTME registration, post-UTME screening scores are always released. So I want to know if does the post-UTME screening score play any role in determining a candidate's chances of gaining admission into the university? If yes,
Thank you so much for all your questions, very germane, important questions. At this point, let me invite Haja Sefia Yero to come forward and provide answers to some of your questions. Can you appreciate her? Thank you.
Members of the high table, good afternoon once again. Let me start with the last or second to the last question. That's the woman online that asked when will post-UTME commence. The call for post-UTME, by God's grace, will be out very soon, and it will be communicated to you. Just look out on the official Facebook page. In a few days from now, you will get to see it. And then someone asks if the school conducts, is that the question? Exam. Okay, what we do here, we call it post-UTME screening exercise. Screening. And all you are required to do when the time comes, when the call for post-UTME is out, please listen attentively. The only thing you are asked to do is to read that call. Read it as if you are reading your holy books, so that you will understand every instruction, because the procedure is clearly spelled out. But the usual problem is that you don't usually take your time to read through. You just keep doing whatever it is that you are told. So it is very important, once the call for post-UTME is out, read the steps on that flyer that will be sent out, and then follow it religiously when you are doing your application. Someone also asked, any other programs for underage? Is that the question? I don't think it's clear. I've already told you that underage, for them to be admitted, they must have scored 80% and above of O levels and of JAMB. So there's nothing like. Okay, so there's a clarification. Someone just told me that the question actually is directed to find out if there's any other program that the school runs. But let me clearly state that the other programs that are not degree awarding programs that is run by the school are the remedial program and the IJMB, which the remedial program and the IJMB, which of course has also a procedure, and it is not tied to underage candidates, please. Anybody can apply to either go for the IJMB program or for the remedial program. And if you choose to apply for the remedial program, note that you still have to sit for UTME and you still have to pass before you will be admitted. Having enrolled in the remedial program or gone through the remedial program is not a guarantee for automatic admission if you do not pass your UTME examination with the minimum cutoff points of the university, which is generally 180. Now, okay, somebody suggested that the requirement should be uploaded on the portal. Thank you very much. That will be taken care of. Of course, I know it used to be there, but I think probably there is need to update, and we will see that it is updated. Is that all? Cut off for law? Oh, you've announced. Okay. Okay. The program cut off for law and for other programs will also be communicated. Just please keep in touch. Make that our Facebook page your friend. You are always online, so please make a habit of checking for updates on our genuine platform. If someone comes and creates one WhatsApp group and begin to add you and begin to tell you he's giving you admission, he will bring you, we have had more than enough here. So a word is enough for the wise. And I know you are all wise here by the special grace of God. So post-UTME screening will commence on the 14th of August. And it will last for 2 weeks. 2 weeks from the 14th. So look out for the call for post-UTME on the 14th of from the 14th of August, and then you go ahead and register. The payment for Post-Utme is 2,000 naira. What did I say? 2,000 naira, and learn to do things by yourselves. If you want to call anybody, another person to do it for you, and he's charging you 10,000, you are on your own. Whatever medium you are going to use, just know that the official payment, the fee is 2,000 naira. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. I'm just reminded that someone asked about NAPTEB. If NAPTEB is accepted here. Now, you know that recently we have something called the NAPTEB A-level. A-level. We do not accept that. The only NAPTEB we accept is the what? Is the O-level NAPTEB. That's the one that, that is like your WAEC. We accept the GCE, like I mentioned earlier, the SSCE, the NECO, the NAPTEB, and the MBTE. These are the 5 O-levels that are recognized by this institution. Thank you very much. Okay, please, are there any more questions? Please make it brief. You have 1 minute, and I'm going to take one from each row. One from each row. Okay, there's someone here. What was your question? Oh, yes, very important. Please hold on. He asked if the school uses the UTME ranking of the admission process. Yes, of course. You know, let me tell you. The process of admission involves you. Your part is get the required score, both in JAMB and O levels. And then the institution and, of course, JAMB. Now, JAMB is not enough to give you admission. And O level only is not enough to give you admission. So it has to be a combination of JAMB and O level. Now the overall aggregate is 50%, aggregate is 100%. Whatever you score in JAMB, even if you have 400 over 400, when we want to rank admission, that is 50%. And then what we do, your O level is also 50%. So that gives you your overall ranking. That is also called ranking. I'm sure you are referring to the one that is written on your JAMB results now, right? It is because we have people that will go about and say, hey, my son did very well, he scored 300. So, but when you look at that paper, you know that your son has not gone anywhere. There are people on top. That is why JAMB did that. Because there were accusations in the past that, in spite of the fact that this person scored high, he wasn't admitted. I told you that is not only the requirement. Even if you have 400 and you have deficiency in English or mathematics, you are not going anywhere. Okay? So yes, we use ranking as well. And it is a combination of your O level and your JAMB. And I think the Provost College of Health spoke about that clearly. So I hope I have answered your question. Briefly, please. Yes.
Thank you for this opportunity. My question is, if the Post-Utme screening is being used, my daughter applied for nursing science. That's 2023.
Excuse me, ma. Please ask a question regarding this current discussion.
Yes.
Do not refer to
all
whatever
the
Post-Utme,
happened in the both the result, the JAMB, and she did very well. Admission was not given. I don't know, because the Professor Wesley said transparent and the rest admission process. I don't know what was the criteria they used.
Which state are you from?
I'm from Benue.
Okay. Your daughter, which state is she from?
She's from Benue.
Okay. Now, let me make it clear. Like I said, we have what? Quota. I said it here. Maybe you were not here.
I was here.
We have a quota. And if your child, 45% of each quota is merit. And if your child does not make merit admission, last year or the year that you are talking about, nursing admitted only 50 students. Now, if your child does not make merit to be among the 45% of the 50, your child has to be in catchment. And catchment is the highest scorer from your state. Now, if there is one person that is above your daughter's score, automatically, once that person is picked, if 100 people next to that person are from Benue, we will skip Benue and pick the next state because that is the procedure. Do you understand? So it's not about any sentiment or this or that. That is why I told you we have procedure. Admission is technical. Do you understand? Are we clear?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma. Thank you for the opportunity for being here. Please, my question goes for the pharmaceutical or Department of Pharmacy. When Prof. Khadija was speaking, she mentioned that there might be some people had this challenge that maybe in their 200 level, they might want to change from another department to pharmacy. They might not have the opportunity or there is something like that. Please, I want to ask if you are lucky to be admitted maybe in nursing and you wish to change to pharmacy, is there any space or chance of changing in your 100 level to pharmacy department? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. She's asking, her question is regarding change of program. So her question is, she's asking for, as if she has already been admitted into a particular program. And then in 100 level, she wants to move. No, the answer is no. If you want to change program, you must finish your 100 level and get at least 4 points. 4 points. That your CGPA must be up to 4 points or 3.5 and above before you will even be permitted to have access to pick up the change of course form. We have a procedure. There is a form that you have to go and purchase and fill, and then you have to meet the head of department of the department, the intended department that you want to move to, and you will be allowed to move. He will accept you only if there is space. I told you we have quota, but if the space is full, he will tell you no, you have to remain in your department, or you look for another department that has space to accommodate you. You understand? So it is not automatic. And it has to be after 100 level. Yes, maybe 1 or 2 more, please.
Good afternoon, ma. Hello. Hello, ma. Good afternoon, please. My question is that, first of all, I want to thank the Vice Chancellor for the opportunity given to us to be here today. I believe it will not be right of us if after this wonderful gathering and we go back to our various home, then we start making an inquiry again. What do they say over there? Is it any possible like this, like that? I don't think it will be right. So my question is this. Ma, please, would it be possible, assuming our ward, like I had the dean of faculty of medicine saying that the cutoff mark for students for medicine, for school of medicine should be either 230. Assuming our ward is having, let's say, 229, 228, but not up to that 30, not up to 230, but the other requirement, they meet up with it. Is it possible that they can get admission into the university? That's a question I want to say. Thank you, ma.
Thank you very much. Yes, they can get admission into the university, but not into that program. Is that clear? Just like when you have 179 in JAM, you know you cannot even access our portal or on the JAM caps. So, there's a saying that almost doesn't count. If you are almost there and you are not there, then you are not there. Between 179 and the person that scores 0 in University of Abuja, they are the same. So, if you do not meet up with the cutoff, whether you are 229.99999, it's inconsequential. You change program. Is that clear?
Good day,
yes. Please, there's a man here that has been raising his hand.
Good day, ma.
Ah.
Ma,
this is the last person on this row.
Ma, do you offer direct entry for registered midwives?
For
registered midwives.
Midwives, yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Please, I want to ask concerning Faculty of Agric. Nothing was mentioned about it. Then sciences too, like someone that wants to study computer science. Nothing was mentioned about them. So I'd like to know, is it that they are not accredited or those courses are not being run? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the reason is that the deans are unavoidably absent. But let me just chip on that. Now, for Faculty of Science, of course, the requirement, it is science, so it is expected that you should write mathematics in your JAMB. Mathematics, and then your English, your physics, and your chemistry. For courses like mathematics, physics, statistics, computer science, this is the requirement. But for courses like botany, zoology, biology, microbiology, these have the same requirement as the requirement for MBBS, nursing, and pharmacy. That is physics, chemistry, biology, and English in JAM. And of course, even in O levels, it's expected that you have 5 credits, including physics, chemistry, and biology. Maths and English is a constant anyway. That is for courses like biology and botany, microbiology, and zoology. Now, the requirement for computer science, mathematics, statistics is the same as the requirement for engineering. They have the same requirements. Okay? Yes. So, just one more here and one more here, and that's all.
Good afternoon, ma. Ma, please, for those of us that did IGMB, do we still need to do the post-UTME?
Yes. Please, post-UTME screening is for everybody. Whether you are applying through direct entry or through UTME. Post-UTME screening is compulsory for everybody. And the post-UTME screening does not require you to upload your results now. You only need to upload your results on the JAM portal. If you do not upload your result on the JAM portal and then use the process that was earlier demonstrated to actually check whether your results have actually been uploaded, because sometimes you will go to business CBT centers, and then because you don't want to wait, there is a crowd, you meet the person and just dash in 1,000 and give him your details and tell him to do it. But it's not even done because it is required that you are going to upload your what? Your biometrics. But some of you don't know. You feel you can just pay and go away. And at the end of the day, it will not be done. And then, of course, it automatically disqualifies you. So you must upload your O levels on the JAM portal. And then when you pay for the screening exercise on the portal, there are places for you to fill. You just enter your details, okay? But no need for you to upload result anymore. Is that clear? Yes. Is that the last question?
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for this opportunity. With the information that passed to us today, I came to know that there is an aggregate for both UTME and the O level, and this equals 50 overall. Now, I want to understand how this aggregate is calculated.
I'm sorry, that is not for your consumption. Okay? This is our business.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Blessed. I want to ask a question. Please, can we get the list of departments that accept transfers? Like if I gained admission into medicine, for instance, and after my 100 level I want to transfer, is it possible for it to be uploaded on the website for a list of departments that accept transfers from other departments? And also, if specific departmental cutoff mark can be released, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Like I said earlier, the specific departmental cut-off points or program cut-off points will be released very soon. Just keep checking the website. And regarding uploading programs you can transfer for, no, you have to do some work, you know. If you are here and you are a student, you don't expect everything to be done for you. So if you want to move to a program, you have to walk to that department and engage with the head of the department. Is that clear? Good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hajia Safia Ismail. All is well that ends well. I'm quite sure you people have been enlightened, you've been educated, informed, and you know what to do. Shine your eyes. Shine your eyes so you don't fall victims. At this point, Your Excellency, the Vice Chancellor, other distinguished members of the high table, our parents, members of the university community, ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Director, Development Office, Professor Lanre Oladeton, to come and deliver his closing remarks. A round of applause for him as he comes forward. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much for that brilliant comparing, Dr. Awari Toma. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Patricia Mankola, ably represented by Professor Wesley Daniel Nafanda. My own Dean, Professor Abugu, the Dean Faculty of Law. I apologize on behalf of the other deans and other members of the responsibility table as stipulated by the Ed Legal. Some of them have other pressing official assignment, and that's why they have to take their leave. I apologize on their behalf. So distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the sensitization program. I hope a number of issues have been clarified. And if there are still gray areas, we have shared our communication channels. You can always reach out to us, and the information you need will answer whatever pressing questions or other questions you may have. One thing is sacrosanct. There is zero tolerance for illegal admission or admission racketeering at the Yakubu Gowon University, formerly called University of Abuja. So please let us take note of that. Furthermore, it might be important to clarify that there is a difference between eligibility mark and cutoff point. Eligibility means you must, that is the benchmark, the threshold before you are even considered, right? The cutoff point is a different thing entirely, okay? So there's a difference between eligibility mark and then your cutoff point. That should be clarified. There is a lady called Blessed Archibald, a prospective student for the Department of Civil Engineering. She says she didn't hear anything from the Dean Faculty of Engineering, and she wants to know about the subject combination. Of course, like we had mentioned, some of our colleagues, professors and deans of faculty are quite busy. This is exam period. We're actually rounding off our exams by tomorrow, and that's why some of them, as chief invigilators of their faculties, couldn't make it. For engineering, what is key is first English, mathematics, physics, chemistry, further maths. I'm not so sure that there is emphasis on biology, but you need your physics, chemistry, you need mathematics, further maths, English, and then of course general maths and all that. So that's key for engineering. On this note, I'd like to say thank you very much for everyone for finding time to honor our invitation, even though it was so short. And as you can all attest to what we have done today, that this is quite important. It will help to clarify some of the misconception and all the public perception as to, oh, it's so easy. And let me, a caveat. Everyone present here today has nothing to do with your admission process. So don't think, oh, I have seen this person or that person, and so tomorrow I'm going to look for them and beg them for admission. None of them, admission is offered by the university. You heard the Dean, Faculty of Nursing. She made that very clear. You heard the Provost, College of Earth Sciences. He made that very clear. And I'm sure even my own Dean, Professor Abugu, has also made that clear. So don't go thinking that, okay, because you saw some people here today, then you can approach them. No. Be rest assured that if you deserve the admission, you will get it. We are very transparent about the process. And one of the most confused point by applicants or candidates is one that was raised by the madam in green. You feel, okay, my child has 280, and then a friend has 220, and a friend has gotten admission into the same program that my child with 280 couldn't get admission into. And just like Ajia Sefia had rightly pointed out, if the friend is from a state where they had not applied into that program, and she is the highest scorer based on catchment, she will get admission. I hope you understand that. That's a little technicality that a lot of people tend to feel, oh, something is wrong somewhere. Because University of Abuja, now Yakubu Gowon University, is a national university. And all the 36 states, including the FCT, are catchment area. On this note, I wish you a safe journey back home. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Safe trip. My name is Agoma Awaritoma. I'm on the Department of Health. God bless you all.